Hello everyone, welcome back to Gaming Droid and welcome back to a modern Skyblock 3. So, a few things you might notice. First off, a lot of the torch spam has disappeared. I got rid of an awful lot of the torch spams. That's because I've been swapping over onto feral lanterns. We currently have one feral lantern at the back left and right, one in the centre front, two in the centre, or one in the centre of that one, two in the centres there, and basically you can see on the ceiling how far their light extends. This lantern is lighting up all the way out to about there, where that line is. You can see that that's where the darkness starts to kick in. So we've got this is putting a light globe about there, because it's making a triangle here. So you've got a light globe about there. So you can see the distance these things light up for. So on either side here has managed to light up the entire width with nothing in the centre. You can see we've got no shadowy bits. We should be able to slowly, because it lights up all the way out here, we should be able to slowly work the torches back, and it will just add light sources in as we take torches out. It will add in light sources to fill in this area. So that's one of the things I've been doing. The other thing I've done is I've added a few upgrades to some of these drawers because the drawers were full. So I've added some upgrades to a couple of the drawers here and there just to give them a little bit more storage space. And the main thing I've done, as you might be able to tell, is I have changed this area. It's no longer a farming area, it's just now a massive grass plot. We do have a cow, which I am going to be using in a bit to make the cow in a jar. But one thing I did want to do is I wanted to start with something very simple, which is in the Master Chef, we need to get all the different gardens. So what we should be able to do is just break through these leaves, and this should give us basically every garden. Now we are going to need to make a new grinder because limitations, but I also was thinking of maybe expanding the platform and making like isolated individual platforms. The overall sort of idea I have, which you guys are more than welcome to weigh in on, is because this is modern Skyblock. I was thinking of maybe actually doing a big build, maybe doing a time-lapse of a big build where I'm going to build essentially like two or three modern buildings, like an office block skyscraper, a little factory, and something else. And that will become my new base, basically. So there's the arid gardens. That was a little bit of a weird kind of lag fest doing that one. Yeah, for some reason it doesn't want to break certain leaves. Certain leaves just kind of like, nope, I don't break. But yes, you do. You do break. I promise you, you break. Not sure if that's some kind of like placement lag, maybe. So the leaf is actually broken, but the game doesn't quite recognise it as being broken. That's a possibility. And we should... that should be most of the gardens. What are we missing? We are missing the soggy garden. So where do we get a soggy garden from? Soggy gardens come from oak leaves. Okay. Apparently I completely missed the oak tree. And vein mining doesn't work to give you any... I'd had a feeling vein mining didn't work. My partner was doing this while I was down seeing her, and I had a feeling that when she vein mined she couldn't get any of the gardens. But yeah, if you vein mine you don't get gardens out of it, which is minor irritation, but nothing importante. So now we have all the gardens we need. We can strip this all down. Gives us a variety of different woods, I suppose. And for now, at least, I'm just going to stick the wood and the saplings we got into here. And we got the gardens. You can actually spread the gardens. The gardens will spread by themselves. So most of the gardens will spread tropical, soggy, windy, forest and shaded will spread on grass. And they spread based upon how many of themselves are in a local area. So These guys won't affect each other, but they will affect themselves. So what we'll do is we will pop them down like this. Now the arid ones need sand to grow on, so we'll sort those guys out later. So that's one quest done. We can also complete another quest, which is the Bequest, because our bee has been ticking away while I've been working. And I put them back in again, actually. I actually put them in a second time. And that gives us bee grubs, which are used to make, or used as a source of meat. And it also gives us a wax comb and normal comb. And those are used as a source of, would you believe, wax and honey drops. Void transport pipes and 2 factory tech items, a gear and a something else. Don't really care about the factory tech items. I can make as many as I need in the future anyway. The presser can take the honeycombs, that'll just grind those down over time. Actually, speaking of that, these factory tech items that I have in here, they can go in this chest as well. Because I really don't have any use for factory tech items anymore. Because I'm not going to be doing anything with factory tech, because factory tech is a pile of crap. So, we need to make tofu, we can get that from soy. We need to get the most basic ingredients: fresh water, salt, fresh milk, butter, cheese, eggs, mayo, and cocoa. So we can get all of this now, because we have a cow. So we can get the milk we need to make all of the other ingredients. So if we head over to this, we should be able to make water and salt straight away. No? Oh, my sink doesn't have any water in it. Oh! I have to actually charge my sink. So there's milk. And we need water to make... Okay. I'm surprised you have to actually charge the sink with water. That's a mild surprise. So we do have a spare water generator here, which I'll just pop under the sink, I think. Or behind the sink to charge it with water. That should work. Yeah, that works to charge the sink with water. In the meantime... So we've made fresh water. Salt is the next one. There we go. And then we need butter and cheese. Can't make butter for some reason. Cheese we can make, because that's milk and salt. And we just need butter and cocoa powder. So cocoa powder is just cocoa beans ground up, which isn't a problem. And then... Why can I not make butter? What am I missing for butter? Salt and cream. Ah, I need to make cream first. And then we can make some butter. And this is why this thing is a nice. You don't have to go around finding all the different tools, anything like that. Milk, water, cheese, the cocoa powder can go, I suppose, on the spice shelf. Just make sure I can access that. Yeah, because I can make a cup of... No, that isn't a cup of cocoa. Choco. No, I think that might actually be so far away that it can't access the spice rack. Ah, well, you can go in the fridge. Now, in the meantime, while I've been getting on with this, Chaos Essence has created more Chaos Essence. So what we can do is we can upgrade our pylon. This will allow us to create more Chaos Essence faster. So to upgrade the pylon, we need 2 blocks of redstone, which is easy enough. 1, 2. Oh, actually, I think we already have 2 blocks of redstone in there already, don't we? Possibly? Yeah, we have 2 blocks of redstone in there already. Obsidian, a furnace, which we can make quickly enough. And another one of these. So 1. Oh, I don't have nearly enough Chaos Essence, actually. That's... yeah. I need a lot of Chaos Essence to do this. That's actually a problem, because that's taken ages to work. I might have to just go and swallow my pride and just grind up stuff for Chaos Essence. So I don't think you get Chaos Essence from loot bags. Doesn't look like it. No, it doesn't look like we've gotten any Chaos Essence from loot bags. Which means it's just a case of grinding stuff up for Chaos Essence. Okay, that's fine. That's another quest complete in the cooking, and it gets us crystal shards. We're actually running a little low on crystal shards at the moment, because I've been making some metals in the meantime. I've been making some aluminium and some lead. The reason I've been making aluminium and lead is because I'm going to be making some capacitor banks that I'm going to put into this system. So instead of having these, I'm going to have capacitor banks, and it's going to bunny hop through capacitor banks, just so that I've got some backup power storage. Ground trap and water trap should both be basically instantaneously completed. Ground trap just needs string and trapdoor, which needs wood. Because, of course it does, because for some reason I'm forever running out of wood, despite the fact I have more wood than I could possibly need. I also made some more netherrack in the meantime, because we're going to have to grind up some netherrack. String. So. Ground trap requires trapdoors. And a chest. That's the ground trap. And then the fishing trap is exactly the same, but we need a fishing rod at the top instead of a trapdoor. That's not a problem. There we go. So we have a ground trap and a fishing trap. These things go into this area, and the other one can go downstairs. As you can see, the tropical garden has already expanded. Every garden of the same type within a 5x5 area, so out to here, so an 11x11 area out by 5 blocks, every single one of these gardens in this area is going to count towards the maximum number of gardens and is going to slow down their expansion. But that really doesn't matter to me. Because I don't really worry about how fast they're going to be expanding. And then we need fruit, grain, veggie and fish bait. Well, that shouldn't be too hard. Fruit and grain bait we can make out of just wheat and apples. Veggie bait, we don't have a huge number of carrots, but we do have a decent number of potato, I think. Do we? Possibly not. So we'll use carrots instead. Let's grab some carrots. And then fish bait we need fish for, but that's fine because we can just go down here and grab some fish out of this. And this is the bait for the traps. I don't really mind either way around. Fruit bait, grain bait. You can also get bait by grinding stuff up in the grinder or by pressing stuff in the presser. There we go. And some more void traps. Not brilliant, but not the end of the world either. So we'll keep the... What am I getting zapped by there? Oh, I'm getting zapped by that cable. Huh! It can zap me through the floor. I didn't know that. Dump those in there. Dump that in there. So, tofu. So, soybeans. The question is, do we have the soybeans to make tofu? Yes, we have soybeans. So those can go into our presser. And we can put the honey and the pressed wax away for now. So that'll make our starting thing for the soybeans. The next thing we want to look at is the... this. We want milk jar and then we want cow in a jar. So milk in a jar is just a bucket, glass and wood. That's not going to be a problem. Bucket of milk, glass and wood. That's not going to be a problem. Thank you for the milk. And we can make... Ah, we're out of glass. That's interesting. I'm hoping clear glass will work. If clear glass doesn't work, that's fine. We can create some more glass. Some more basic glass. Clear glass usually works for these things. Yeah, that's fine. So now what we can do is if we grab some form of... For a second there I thought that was the cow dying, but it's not. I was like, no, cow, don't die. Fencing. Sure I got... Yes, there's some fencing. And I know my storage is an absolute abject mess. I still need to do the whole storage sorting thing. Come on, cow. Go this way. Thank you, cow. Dang it, mistimed. There we go. So then... like that, and now we need an anvil. Because an anvil will allow us to squidge cow into bottle. Hopefully. First time the charm, so to speak. Hopefully he's standing on top of the bottle. So, anvil's pretty easy to make, it's just made out of iron. We need to make 3 blocks. I'm actually running a little bit low on iron, but not because I am actually running low on iron, just because I haven't bothered making all of this armour in here into actual iron yet. So if we go to the vanilla armour, we've got 21 iron chest plates. And each one of those is worth 8 ingots of iron. So 21 times 8 plus whatever other whatever other stuff we've got. Ah, this is something I do have to do. I have to swap you over onto that for now. Now, fingers crossed this doesn't kill the cow. It shouldn't. Hopefully Mr. Cow is standing on top of the bottle. Come on, cow. Onto the bottle. Yep, cow in a jar. There we go. And the cow in the jar... it's not an amazing thing, especially because of the mod that, or the mod options that allow you to take endless milk out of a single cow. So the mod that allows you to take like bucket after bucket out of a cow without any cooldown, that basically renders the cow in a jar kind of useless. The cow in a jar basically acts as a slowly refilling milk supply for your kitchen, but it's a cow in a jar, so hi. The jar will slowly fill up with milk, and he will get well and truly drowned, I suppose would be the appropriate word. So, where are we quest-wise in here? Not doing too badly, we just have to make a whole bunch of different foods. The main thing we need to make is the Thankful Dinner. And the reason we need to make Thankful Dinner is because it unlocks something in the future. So let's have a look what we need for because that's the only unlock quest in this entire thing. So let's have a look at Thankful Dinner. So the Thankful Dinner requires toast, which is easy enough to make. 1 toast. It requires some kind of zucchini, corn, it requires cranberry jelly. Cranberry jelly, which required our honey, that's fine. A sweet potato pie. We don't have a sweet potato pie. What are we missing? We've got... we don't have ground cinnamon, and we probably don't have dough either. And it's not that kind of dough, so what kind of dough do we need? So, we need specifically Pam's Harvest Craft flour. That's fine. We can make Pam's Harvest Craft flour in the grinder. And we've got some soy, some silken soy. So mashed potato should be makeable. What do we need to make mash? We need a buttered potato. So we need butter and a baked potato. Baked potato. Buttered potato. And then that should allow us to make... No? What are we missing? Oh, are we out of salt? That should do that. There we go, so we've got mash. We've got cranberry jelly, bread, and mash. Those two are just basic ingredients. So we need the sweet potato pie and we need cooked tofurkey. We need some cooking oil. And then we need some hard tofu, some firm tofu, and that allows us to make raw tofurkey. There we go. Five raw tofurkey, and that should allow us to make cooked turkey, or cooked tofurkey. Ah, we need some kind of fuel. Well, that's not a problem. Oh, also I found something that's entirely accidental but quite funny. I can do that. I can literally just one step jump. Go on, I'll eat one of the raw ones. I should start actually like making food to eat now and making a variety of foods to eat. So we need ground cinnamon and marshmallows. Marshmallows should be makeable. Yep, marshmallows. And then we need ground cinnamon dough, which we can make once we put some flour in the cupboard. So, dough. Got dough as well. Salt in the cupboard. And then we need sweet potatoes, which I'm pretty sure we have, and ground cinnamon. Which means we need a cinnamon tree. Which means we need emerald. Good thing we got some emeralds over here, because the 20 emeralds I had previously all disappeared somehow. Not really sure how the 20 emeralds I had previously all disappeared, but that's life, I suppose. Oh, isn't that wonderful that it doesn't break any torches because of the feral flare lanterns? I was like, oh no, I have to put all the torches back. Oh wait, no, don't. Don't need to worry about the torches. So, cinnamon tree, lead, bone meal, spawns. So you can actually buy spawn cows as well. Quite expensive to buy spawn cows, but not bad. Maple, acacia, jungle, paper bark, cinnamon. 1, 2, 3. Buy. There we go. And this time I was smart enough to remember not to leave my emeralds in there, because apparently if you leave emeralds in there, they disappear, which I really didn't realise. Cinnamon. And ground cinnamon, and then sweet potato pie, and then, hopefully, one thankful dinner. Not bad at all. So we made all the tofu quests, and we got the thankful dinner quest, which is one of the unlock quests. Kind of rushed through that one, but not really a problem. Those can go in storage. The thankful dinner can just get nommed because we do need food. And that gave us strength and resistance. Well, that's not bad. That's not bad at all. Fences, emeralds, and unstackables. So even with this farm running and all of these enchanted items coming in, we only used up 702 of our 100,000 possible items. Which I'm reasonably happy with. So we've done basically all of this. This is just cleaning up, and that's just standing at the cooking station cooking. This, for the most part, just needs time now. So we've got another one. And once we get the burner, it will produce a lot more chaos. And we'll be able to cycle that a lot quicker. Once we get the burning pylon. It'll need fuel, but the burning pylon allows for a lot of stuff to be made quite easily. So now we're into the point of kind of expanding our technology tree. And if we look at some of the different technologies, you'll see that there are quite a few technologies that might help us in the long run. So technology-wise, over in Actually Editions, the Empowerer will allow us to get larger chests. It'll allow us to get the power from leaves and the phantoms. It'll also allow us to get solidifying XP, which will allow us to gather the XP from the mob farm. So this is going to be our first kind of mob farm XP gatherer. In Life in the Forest, we've got some basic farming machinery and some bees and trees and some auto crafting. In Heavy Machinery, we've got the crusher, the compressor, oil making. Over in a True Blacksmith, we could go for the forge and we could make some better tools. We've got plenty of different metals to make. We don't have power from the stars yet. Don't care about Basic Factory. We need to upgrade our storage. I think I'll do that just while I'm talking. So what I'm probably going to do next is I'm probably going to work on the... I'm probably going to work on the Empowerer, and I'm also going to work on some power storage. The power storage is pretty simple. It's just going to be capacitors from Immersive Engineering, and I'll just place them down in reasonably convenient places. In places that are convenient for me. Because I'm not particularly concerned about like convenience in general for anyone else, because I'm the only one here. I don't know what I'm talking about. So there we go, that's upgraded that to silver, so we've got plenty more space in there. And in fact, we can throw the old iron one in there. I'll also be grinding up this netherrack to make, or compressing it and then grinding it up to get some nether quartz, because I do need quite a bit of nether quartz later on. So, I think that's what we're going to do. We're going to make capacitors, we're going to make and wire them into the system, which needs lead. And in between episodes, I'm going to have a long think about sort of like what I want to do design-wise and building-wise, because it's getting to the point where I have the resources, I have flight, I can basically build kind of like what I want to build. There we go, one of each capacitor. I'm pretty sure we can't put the LV capacitor, the HV capacitor on an LV system. I'm pretty sure you have to have HV connected to the HV capacitor, but we'll have a look at that. I suppose right now. Yeah, I'll be looking at kind of expanding what I've got system-wise, what I've got resources-wise, and just building and designing and things like that. I don't want to continue with the whole giant flat platform. I do actually want something nicer. So let's see what happens if we go HV. Okay, no, we can stick it straight into a HV capacitor. That's nice. So the question is, can we pull it straight out of an HV capacitor? I don't see why not. It doesn't seem to be breaking the cables. So this is going to store a lot of RF. That's 128,000 RF. And you can see that our RF generation is pretty dang good. And our oil generation should be keeping up with that pretty handily. We're slowly going down in oil, but not particularly quickly. And this is with our canola press running reasonably fast. Yeah, that's pretty good. I don't think we've got a problem there. So there's so much stuff to do sort of in between episodes. I've got grinding to do, I've got construction to do, I've got... Oh, just tidying the inventories, like building a new storage system and doing a full-on storage system. So, thank you all for watching. I have been the Gaming Droid. I've got a lot to get on with, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-zy-bye, everybody.